Hi guys! So it has been an absolutely amazing journey so far for me since I found out that I'll be a father. And of course I had many questions after I first found out and Adanna told me that she was pregnant. And naturally, as a YouTuber of course, the first place I would look for answers is YouTube. Now what I realized though, that most of the information and material on YouTube though is not necessarily from or for men. But I thought, well, that's not really fair. I'm sure there are a lot of other guys out there who have maybe similar questions or going through the same thing. So what I thought is that I might be putting together a couple of videos in the next few weeks and leading up to the birth and maybe beyond of sharing some of the experiences I made, some of the things maybe I learned, and some of the information I found as well, so that hopefully it can be informative, can be fun, and maybe even you'll take a few things away from it. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, whether as a couple you're trying to conceive or you don't, for most men the journey to fatherhood probably starts with your partner telling you that she's pregnant. Now you can watch my own moment of shock and surprise when Adanna first told me that she was pregnant, because she was very smart and very creative about it, and she had tricked me into believing that we were recording a normal vlog. And actually turns out that this was the moment she was going to tell me that she's pregnant. So if you haven't seen it yet, have a look and go watch it. Now the way I felt in that moment of course it was a shock first of all, but a very pleasant shock, right? I was speechless, but for all the right reasons. I always wanted to become a father, but still when it really hits you, it's just this sort of moment of, it has finally come. So I was speechless, I was happy, I didn't know whether I should cry or laugh. So I just, for some reason, I think I just froze. I just hugged her, I kissed her, I told her that I love her, and but in my mind, I just really couldn't think. I had so many things that were going through my mind. And it was only afterwards, slowly in the coming days, that I could really sort of let everything sink in and actually really gather my thoughts. So maybe different to my situation where I had thought about becoming a father and was really excited about it. There might be some men out there that don't really feel ready per se, or didn't really yet think about it. In many cases it's just the circumstances. For example, maybe you're quite fresh in the relationship, maybe only a couple of weeks or months old, or you're in a very uncertain financial situation, so you feel maybe it's not the right time to bring a baby into this world. So there are many reasons maybe why, as a man, you might not be 100% comfortable with becoming a father. But on the other hand also, let me tell you something, I think there's never probably really the perfect time. There will always be something, where you can say, oh no, the house is still too small, or we're not really having enough income yet. Something will always be in the way. So there's never really the perfect time, let's be honest. There might be some questions you ask yourself, is it even my baby? How did this happen? How can we pay for it? Or will we have to move house? So millions of questions you might have. And in the extreme case, unfortunately, these uncertainties or these emotions can sometimes cause you to kind of go as far as questioning the relationship maybe. It will be such a shock to you, or you might question your ability to be a father, to actually teach and be an idol to a child, to bring a child into this world. You might not feel, maybe, I don't know, you're even an adult yourself, so how are you supposed to teach another child, a human being, about becoming an adult? So a lot of concerns, and they're all very fair concerns and very serious concerns, of course, that you and your partner need to take seriously. But you also have to be aware that your partner will have probably asked herself the same questions, or probably even many more. She will have spent some hours or days already thinking about this, how to tell you, how you're going to react. So be considerate of that fact as well. It's not just you who's maybe a bit nervous or anxious about this. And in my case, I mean, I know Adanna of course now for quite some time, and also then having talked to her really made me understand that no matter what we as guys, as men feel like, both physically and emotionally, being pregnant is a million times harder for the woman than for men. Physically speaking, it's obvious, I think, we don't have to argue that, but even emotionally, I think hormones are real. Okay? If you've ever doubted that rumor of, pregnant women are, that have all these hormones, trust me, they're real. And it's serious. So we have to understand as men as well, and as much as we feel maybe shocked or afraid of things, we have to be very considerate for the women, they are going through way more than we are going through. And in the coming days after you've found out that you will be a father in a couple of months, there'll be many questions you guys have to talk about. You have to sit down, really do some soul searching, and there'll be topics like the baby names, the christening, who you're gonna call first to tell that you'll be expecting. If you're gonna move houses maybe. You have to talk about maternity, paternity leave. So many questions you guys have to talk about. And overall, as the supportive husband or partner, of course, that you will be, I'm sure you will, you need to exercise much more patience than usual, a lot of understanding, and really trying to understand what your partner is going through. And in my case, again, of course, you can't just know some of these things. So, as I said in the beginning, of course I went on YouTube, I tried to look up things, but as I said, there wasn't even much out there. So I also bought a couple of books, and two of my favorite books that I've been reading so far are these two. I have to say they are really useful, super fun to read, with lots of great advice. They're written by men, for men, and that actually means that some of the things you're not supposed to tell your partner, so that she believes you actually came up with this yourself. But very good from the beginning till the birth and even afterwards, so I can highly recommend them. You'll find the links in the description to those as well for anybody who wants to get it, or even for the women out there. If you want to buy it as a surprise, maybe as a present, go and get them. They're really good. What I thought I'll do from now on is share with you some of the things that I am learning right now and will be learning in the future, plus of course also things that I'll be reading from a couple of the books and from conversations I'm already having and I had with some of my friends, family and such. So hopefully this could be fun and entertaining for you, and maybe there'll be one or two things that even you can take away from it. And very happy to hear your reaction, very happy to hear your questions maybe and feedback on this. And enjoy guys, take care, all the best, bye bye.